Getting into it. Getting into it. Getting into it. We getting into it. Getting into it. I'm getting into it. We getting into it. Getting into it. Getting into it. Getting into it. I'm getting into it. I'm getting into it. We getting into it. We getting into it.
Man, we getting into it. It's Mixsquadtv. It's another Sunday spotlight featuring artist JGomes. What's up, brother? How you doing today?
Well, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. How you feeling?
Wonderful, man. Glad to have you as we do on Sunday. For those of y'all who have been watching the Sunday Spotlight series, is we like to take someone from the world of music, an artist, an engineer, a producer, anyone who has the creative arts in them, and just showcase them, have them have an opportunity for an hour or so to just chop it up with the Mix Squad and kind of just share their life, their story, their skills, and their passion. So here we are on another episode with JGomes. And brother, just give us a little bit about yourself, man. Share with us like your background and like how you've built a life around music.
Well, we spoke on before. I was a DJ first, you know what I mean? I started DJing. I come from a whole family of musicians. My father, rest in peace, was a DJ. So growing up, you know what I mean, I was always surrounded in music in one way or another. I got cousins that's producers and that have actually produced like me for the industry, produced production under Nas and you know what I mean, Queen a bunch of Queensbridge artists. And DJing, I got into the creation part, and it just that's where my passion was at. I stayed with it. The creation part of the music is, I'm gonna say, my favorite part. You know what I mean? If I could get rid of every other aspect of music and just create, I would be content. Um, so I've been creating music for a while. We had a couple major looks, still got some major looks going on right now. But we're independent all the way around.
That's dope, man. You know, me personally, I kind of shared with you how that wasn't necessarily my story, but just to like to hear it and just imagine being just my whole life centered around something that I love so much. Thought it was dope that you had that opportunity to just be around something that you love, especially like the creative side. I agree. I think it's therapeutic, to be able to just release that
Very.
energy. And man, that's dope to just have that life of the art that you love. And that goes for anyone, because music is one form of art, right? You got painters, you got people who do
Yeah.
all different type of artistic things that they may not be able to do for a living, and it bothers them internally, and like the want to is still there.
Right. Correct. Yeah. It's crazy that you say a painter. I like music. I feel like you painting a picture. If you're doing it correctly, you painting a picture. You know what I mean? I'm a paint. I could also paint. That's crazy, right? So,
That's man,
nah,
that's dope.
nah, yeah. Like I'm a creative in more aspects than one. But yeah, nah, I paint, I draw a little bit, all that. I don't focus on it because music is, you know what I mean, my focus.
Right.
But yeah, nah, I do it all.
Question about that though, just being someone who has who is a creative mind, I find it hard to execute balance. That's just my personal struggle as far as me wanting to do the creative things that I do or want to do, and also like the life stuff that has to get done. Just in your life, man, how do you deal with the balance of those two?
You gotta have the right people around you. You can't have people who understand this is me. You know what I mean? So, um, with that being said, so it's not like I'm putting anything to the side. You know what I mean? I've done that. Trust me, I've done that for in relationships to where I had great opportunities, and because they were maybe insecure in who they were, that they didn't like this lifestyle. They couldn't see this lifestyle, right? But then
Mm-hmm.
you have the people who understand that music is here. It's like if I played basketball, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said that you never had people around who until later on it was like, oh, you do music now. If we played basketball, if we were athletes, they would invest in basketball camp and sneakers. No one ever said take $500 and go to the studio and put an EP out. No one ever said that, right, to us.
Right.
But it's the same aspect.
Right.
If you really sat here and thought about it, it's a kid coming up with having an idea, having a dream, having, you know what I mean, this talent.
Yeah.
So if you don't have those people around you, it's like you got to go out and figure it out somehow, some way. And it's not always like that growing up. So I didn't have no one ever said here take extra amount of dollars to go to the studio, but I have the people who understand that this is me playing basketball. This is me. This is who I am.
Right.
So on Wednesdays I'm gonna be at the Y playing basketball. You know what I mean? On Saturday
Right.
mornings
Right. Right.
I'm gonna be at the rec playing basketball. Once you have those people who understand it, who don't basically shame you for it or you know what I mean, look at you like if you're wasting time, then there's a balance. It becomes a balance. This is part of my everyday life, the same way as going to church would be or going to a PTA meeting is. That,
I
so
get
you
it.
know what I mean. I've been able to, you know what I mean. Like I said, it wasn't always what it is, you know what I mean? But to have the right people around who understand you, who understand what you're doing, it makes it easier.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that example with the basketball, with anything, with having the right people, especially like you mentioned with basketball, having someone invest in you early, put you in camps, put you, in AAU, that you traveling around the world, you playing against the best. I can see the
Half these
need.
kids ain't even nice. Listen,
Right,
did you keep
right,
it a buck? Half the parents
right,
they invest in a child to go do something that they're not even good at. And the kid don't even
right.
really want to do that. They don't want to dance. They don't want to be in basketball. They don't want to do gymnastics. They don't want to do karate. But they're doing it because you put them in it.
Yeah.
And you invested all this money in it, but the kids who be artists, you know what I mean, a singer or a songwriter, anything, there's no investing with them,
And I was
which is
just gonna
crazy.
say that I think that's crazy as well, and how that we need to over. It's hard to do, right, to on a larger scale when we don't have the power and influence, but it is a good idea to have something like that for the creative arts, right, where you investing in
Yeah,
that these artists and pouring into them, because we relying on the labels who we know are trying to literally take advantage of them. So they
right.
don't have anywhere where they can get good coaching, a good AAU coach to put them in the right position to level up their career.
A friend of mine, he's out. He's another part of the state. They got a rap school they started. Him, I know
That's
he
dope.
just put a project out with Mickey Fax. Um, they got some things going on, and it's for artists who are already artists. But if you're not an artist and you want to learn how to rap, they put you in these and they teach you how to rap. And I think it's one of the dopest things and it's crazy that me and you talking about it now because me and him haven't had a conversation about it yet. But I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is probably the dopest thing I've seen for us, for artists. Like, you know what I mean? Because there's no, okay, you can rap, you can sing, okay, and what? You know what I mean? I feel like this is what your parents look at it as. Like, you know what I mean? It's almost like a long time ago, they used to talk shit about people playing video games. Now, your parents see you can make
Right,
$100,000 off a video game, so they want you to
right.
play a video game now. It's like, come on now.
I was in
Like,
that
it's
era
been it's
growing
been
up
that
to
way.
where it was looked at like, boy, you better get off that game. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Right, right,
if
right,
I would have
exactly.
learned how to just connect it to the internet, why? Like, so no, I get it. But
No, absolutely.
opinions
It's it's
change
it's, it's crazy
as,
how things turn around. I just haven't seen it turn around for the musician yet.
and that's literally what I was about to say as well, bro. Like, opinions change, but we have to do something. Uh, being in at least the generation that I'm in, being where I'm now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm school now, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not young anymore. So I got to look at it more so less for self and more for those coming up. And that's just kind of in the space that I've been in lately with trying to connect with certain people that have that vision. And it's dope to
Like,
hear that, like, organically, without me knowing, anything about you or the rap school that is going on in our community. Is good to hear, because that's not always the case.
now, yeah, now this is dope. And like I said, I'm talking to you about it before I even spoke to him about it. But I gotta touch base with bro and congratulate him, give him his flowers because It was a dope idea. It's a dope concept. You know what I mean? Especially for you understand how I understand. Like, it was never grown up. It was never. Yeah, why don't you go to the studio? Nobody pushed us to go. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? To
for
go to the
sure, for
studio.
sure. I mean, that's what the mix squad, as you see on the hat here, for those who are out there join the squad, that's something similar. It's not specifically for rappers only. It's more so for the independent creator, where that is an artist like myself, like JGomes, whether it's engineering like myself, like qthemuziq, like audiomanipulator, my business partners, whether it's doing lyric videos and content, or like the whole package surrounding what it takes to be a independent artist, is what joining the squad is. And that's why you can go to the mixsquad.com and you can go to join the squad, and you can look at packages on doing that for month to month or yearly, because we really are building the independent creator, whether that's music, engineering, producing. We want to have a community where we come together and we build off each other and work with each other and eventually support each other. And so that's the vision here at the Mix Squad. So it's good to see that like there's other communities also out there with the same vision.
Yeah, it's dope.
For sure, man. So I don't want to get too far in without actually just taking a look or listen to some of your art, man. I like to be sure that we highlight and spotlight the individual by not just talking to you, but having people who are out there listening, whether it's live or later, be able to hear and become a fan of what you do, Okay. And so we'll start with a video. This video is from the song No Killers. You want to just give us a little bit like a little piece of insight about this song and the video?
No Killers was one of the last songs I recorded for a project. That was when I was searching for my intro beat, and I found my intro. And I also found this beat as well, and some shit that was just going on. And one of my close friends, he's on, on his last appeal. And just the politics around it, you know what I mean, as far as what the streets was trying to say and saying, and it's just that. So one of them things you gotta kind of have been involved in to understand everything that's going on. But overall, there's a temperature in the song that whether you were there or not, you can enjoy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's not a club song, it's not a party song, but it's, you know what I mean, it's just a real song.
It's a real song. I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you, man. Let's go ahead and take a look and listen to this piece of art.
Yeah. Yeah. Mister. Yep. Watch me work. Most niggas lying. I never seen no ghost or a giant. When they get you in that room, fam, you supposed to be quiet. My folks keep on dying. I'm emotionally tired. How could I stay the same? And right now I'm like Damon Wayans, just playing a role. I camouflage most major pain. My little homie just lost his second appeal. How could I tell him to chill? Until it turned 12, he got more than 70 still. I just settled the bill. Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. I'm living proof. Give me a location to send it, I'll get it through. When it comes to the mill, I'm alone in his prime. Al Capone on my time at the stove with the cooker. You want it, nigga, pull up. The price is good, Silk the Shocker couldn't get this hookup. Nigga, I ain't explaining shit. Sex, money, murder, I'm still claiming it. I throw it up and bang by myself just like the moral of the story should be obvious. No need for explanations. Loyalty over politics, you know my reputation. They ask who's giving out the orders, just tell them Jason. Patience is something they need, so I kept them waiting. The moral of the story should be obvious. No need for explanations. Loyalty over politics, you know my reputation. They ask who's giving out the orders, just tell them Jason. Patience is something they need, so I kept them waiting. Can't take Lil Bang. Bad bitches still winning. Real niggas back in style. Y'all just gotta deal with it. Told my shooter to chill. He gon' probably still kill it. I don't know who told y'all, but old boy been in the whole war. Back in 04, came back in 09. Oh my, feeling like Showtime. They say I show off. I keep a grip, try and hold on. So long, I'm just being honest with them. No competition, bars I give them, they like long division. I saw my vision, y'all ain't listen. Now it's hard to miss them. I stand apart from niggas. I'm comfortable around the killers, in and out the county prison. They know I'm winning. Master P, no limit. Clown niggas won't listen. No bitches don't get it. I just make the cash stretch. I don't have step. I ain't back yet. I went to go get it. I'm a go getting. Dope dealing, cold nigga with no feelings. We know y'all niggas is no killers. The moral of the story should be obvious. No need for explanations. Loyalty over politics. You know my reputation. They ask who's giving out the orders. Just tell them Jason. Patience is something they need, so I kept them waiting. The moral of the story should be obvious. No need for explanations. Loyalty over politics. You know my reputation. They ask who's giving out the orders. Just tell them Jason. Patience is something they need, so I kept them waiting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No Killers. No Killers. Yeah, I had subscribed actually Let me get this layout right, man. I had subscribed when I was doing my little digging, you know what I'm saying? We be having spotlights. And so I try to do my due diligence and trying to at least have an idea of the art that this person is making and stuff. So I was stalking your page. So I had already heard most of the stuff just because
Okay.
like I'm a music head, and you know, so when I have a guest I'm gonna have on, I kind of like to like kind of get inside their head by listening to their stuff. Cause that's to me, when I put out stuff, you getting an insight of who I am. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so, you know, definitely subscribe, man. I encourage y'all out there, if you watching this, JGomes on YouTube, JGomes, subscribe, support the channel for sure. Yeah, man, like that one, brother. I like that one. Definitely like that one. Yeah, let us know. We had a brief conversation about just like where you live and stuff like that. Just let people know where you grew up, where you at, where they can reach out to you, and like, you know, where are you located?
I'm in Connecticut. Like we said, you know, if you don't know what Connecticut's at, you need to get a map.
Straight
Um,
up.
yeah, I'm behind Boston. I'm on the right in New York. That's it. We right here. In the center of it. I'm from Waterbury, Connecticut, 203. That's it. And it's a lot of dope artists out here. Now I'm not gonna sit there and say I'm the best. I'm not. There's a lot of dope artists out here. There's a lot of dope writers out here. A lot of dope producers out here. It's talent out here.
Yeah.
Um, there's a lot of vicious writers out here. I tell you that. Like at the end of the day, I pride myself with over the years becoming a musician. Finally, I was was a rapper. At one point, I felt like I was a rapper.
Right.
You know what I mean? Um, and I'm still a rapper. Don't get that twisted, that part, right? But I became an artist to where I could create. I'm comfortable creating music, like as far as all type of music. The songs for
Yeah.
females, the songs for I'm an artist, right? But there's a lot of dangerous rappers out here that niggas don't understand that. You know what I mean? They think because it's Connecticut that nah. There's a lot of dangerous ass artists out here too.
Yeah.
Rappers that I know that a
And
lot of
being like,
industry.
man, like it's similar to like sports, right? Like if you imagine the league before the 3-point line, and then imagine where we at now, it's the exposure to the world that this is something you can do. So now over the last 30 years, the whole world have gravitated to the art of rapping. And so like you
Right,
have
right,
the world at the pen, the world
right. You're
putting
right.
bars together. Like it don't matter where you at. Like your upbringing and what state you was born in is not indicative on your talent or skill as a artist. So, and that's just
Yeah,
said
you're
for those who
absolutely
out there
right.
that's maybe getting criticized for like, oh, you ain't, because you ain't living in a certain area. Like, bro, it's an art. You can't limit art. It's
You're
just a
right.
form of
You're right.
communication. That's what rapping is.
You're right. You're absolutely right. That's like when until M came, right? It was like white boys not nice. There's a lot of white boys that are nice. Like let's keep it a buck.
It's a lot of
A lot
people
of
that's
them.
just period. That's just
Yeah.
nice with it, bro. Like,
So I think you either have it or you don't have it. It's not where you from. It's definitely not where you from. It's
yeah.
you got it or you don't got it. And I done
And
been in
I'm
some of the
I'm not a
towns.
rapper at all, for real. Like I'm not an actual what East Coast would consider a rapper. Like I don't go bar for nothing. I am a musician. Like I make music.
Right.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So it's almost like I if I get into the space where you at, like I'm quiet, bro. I'm gonna sit back and let y'all spit, because like I literally got to go and get into the lab and get into a vibe, write down my ideas. Like I can't freestyle or spit like that, and that's like I admire the ability that y'all have to really just spit off the top of y'all domes and just be killing it.
So now you take that, right? And you look at like the freestyler don't get no money. It's the art form is where you get the money at. So this is when I understand that you have to be able to create music to even be put in those spaces. You know what I
Mm,
mean? To find it to say I could make a living off of this. They want to know, can you create music? You know what I mean?
right.
And this is where it separates the rapper from the artist. Now it's great if you
Yeah.
could do both. You know what I mean? Like I said, I pride myself in able to do both. I could do both, but
Yeah.
I also pride myself more that I've turned myself into an artist over the years. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I could rap because I could always rap. I knew I could always rap. I could rap about orange juice if I wanted to.
Right.
But can I make a song about orange juice? I couldn't at one point. You know what I mean? And I think it was because I think a lot of rappers, I feel like if you feel like if you tell a joke, right,
Mm-hmm.
it discredits you somehow, some way, and it doesn't. I know
Mm.
killers, I know niggas who's sitting there with 300 years right now that got a lot of jokes that are
Funny as
funny.
hell.
That
Like
right,
funny as hell, bro.
they got personalities.
I
So
done
why
sat
they got
next to
personality,
him,
but you
like,
gotta
you
get
know.
them, you gotta. But niggas get in the booth and think they gotta just shoot them up, bang bang everything, and it's not. You don't have to do that. Like
Mm-mm.
show your personality. We know you got a personality because we know you're a
Because the
person.
real ones ain't really talking about that. Like for real. Like the ones that I know that I done set across from that, like, hey, what you sitting here with? Like a long time. They the funniest ones.
Right,
Funniest
right,
ones, cracking jokes all day. But like you know for a fact, if it come down to it, they getting down, bro. So like a lot of times real ones ain't trying to get in there and really talk about stuff that haunts them.
right, right. You're right.
Like,
Listen, that's the best way. The best way I can. You absolutely right. But I feel like people think that they gotta get in there and just talk one way, one way, one way. This is what's gonna die because niggas ain't looking for that. To be honest with you, the consumer is not even that person. So,
correct.
you know what
Correct.
I'm saying? The consumer is the female. You know what I mean? The college kid, the person who that's the consumer. So you got to make something that catches them. Once you catch them, you got it. If you until you can catch them, you don't have it.
It's legit. Like I know, and a lot has transpired since Drake first came out. But that's literally what you just said is what happened. My significant other at the time just had a mixtape full of him, early stage Drake. I had no idea who this cat was. Wasn't interested in becoming a fan, but she constantly played it. And so, as a man, what we normally do to try to, whenever we in a relationship is there's certain things in certain time periods where we gonna play what you want to hear, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah,
now I got a playlist of Drake because I know that this is what's gonna get you in your
yeah.
mood. So like that's how I got put on to someone who became as worldwide as he is. What's up, audio manipulator, the third wheel? He
When
back
my
in the
woman used
building.
to play
What up?
Drake,
What
that used
up?
to put me to sleep. That was a nightcap. Oh yeah.
JGomes, man, this is audio manipulator. We didn't get the chance to touch up in the pre-meeting that we did. This is another part of the Mix Squad. What's up,
How you feeling,
brother?
man?
What's up with it, man? Just
He heard that. He had to hop on. He say, man, I got a story to tell about that one. Straight up. But yeah, go ahead, continue, man. You was talking about just like we got to be artists. We got to be making stuff, musicians, making stuff for the person we aren't, right? The consumer is usually not who you are.
Right? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So how I what it's crazy because when I should have knew that a long time ago, right? But I didn't. But I had the lesson a long time ago. For some fact, I told you I DJ'd first, right? So I remember with my pops on a he had a gig going, and he was the first time he walked away. Said I had control of the room. I put on what I liked. Nah, it wasn't working. It wasn't
Right.
working. I got booed. I got booed. Listen, I put on what I liked, and I got booed. And I'm like, I didn't understand like how this shit is hard. Pops told me then that it's not. It's, you got to read this crowd. You got to read this crowd.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this is where they at. So it didn't come over to me as a musician yet, right? That aspect, but I did know it. I had the lesson. You know what I mean? I had to go back into the archive and figure it out. But
Yeah.
once you know that and you have that and you're comfortable with yourself, right? Some people feel like
Yeah.
if I do this, they're not gonna, you know what I mean, fuck with me or they're not gonna. Nah, it's not the truth. And if they're not, like I said, it's not the consumer because the
Yeah.
consumer is not looking for that.
And there's an
So
element about being a male in general, but also a black male that comes with like not wanting to be soft. That's just it's innate, man. Like it come with the territory. Like it's something that's just a defense mechanism that like I ain't no soft ass, but like there is elements to ourselves that can be more in touch with how we feeling, and it's okay to make a song about this relationship or to make a song about how you feeling about whatever it is that may be perceived to others in your circle as soft or whatever. It's cool. They'll be all right. Like as soon as other people start banging it and listening to it, they'll be okay.
They jump on board. The crazy shit is right. I just go. I create music off instinct. So whatever this beat. Somebody asked me, like, "You'll never get writer's block," and I'm like, "Nah." But on the flip side of that, I can't just take the beat and start writing. Right. I gotta wait till the beat tell me. When the beat tell me to go, that's where I go. So the beat, if it tells me to go a certain direction, I go in that direction. I didn't make the crying music. I made whatever. So I got chick songs. I got strip club songs. I got every type of song that you could imagine. I've created. On the flip side, none of my street cred is up for you know what I mean, is up for question. And I've made a salary off of music 2 years in a row. So as an independent artist, you know how hard that is to make a salary? Like you know what I mean? But I did it. So it's like I'm gonna create me when it comes to, you know what I mean, this project. I may have, so matter of fact, call me Mr. You see all the sides, right? We about to drop side 7. How we got those sides was because I was putting out a mixtape. It was just gonna be one Call Me Mr. That's it. And one of my my OG said, "You about to give all of this on one?" It was 10 songs. He about to give all on one joint. I said, "Yeah." He was like, "You can't give all of this on one joint." I'm like, "It was only 10 songs." He's like, "You got 10 haymakers here." I said, "I need 10 I need a haymaker." Like, so I split it and I put it in 2 sides. And then the 2 sides turned into another side 3. Then we had a side 4, side 5, side 6. Now we're about to drop a side 7. But if you looked at it, if you listen to one side completely, there's the temperature is what it wanted to be. I have a drill, I have a boom bap, I have a trap, I have there's no particular sound up there, but for some reason, all the sounds, they work together as one.
Yeah.
I didn't go and say I was a drill artist. I didn't go and say I was a trap artist. I was me on every song, on every beat, on every sound, and it all fit together at the end.
And the reason why I could say it fit together is because the centralized focus was your voice. So you had these other elements that could be considered style beats, but you yourself as a vocalist were pretty consistent. So that was the thing that kind of kept it the glue to all of the different sounds and elements and beats, is that I could count on me getting bars. I could count on me hearing the inflection and how you rap is pretty consistent. So when you go and grab beats that's all over the place or whatever, you yourself is pretty in the pocket on how you deliver that piece. And so that's what, to me, on my just observation of just, I didn't listen through the whole side. I believe I was on side 6, but I listened to quite a few, and it's like, no, it go together because he connects song to song with his vocal.
Okay. See, it makes, when we tell you secret, when we tell you how I do that, I don't listen to music.
Me either.
Yep.
Me either.
I don't listen to music because I don't want to subconsciously take what they doing and do it now.
Right.
So I listen to music. So that makes sense. What you said, I never thought of that. That makes sense.
But it's crazy because I think it's because we are on that same artistic page, because I don't listen to modern music like that. I don't want to be influenced what is out there because I'm a subconsciously want to mimic what I'm hearing. Like I keep myself away from it. So like my partners always laugh at me because I'll be like, I don't know who that is, bro. Like, I don't know who that is.
I was in a room with like 5 new artists. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck these niggas is. But hey, what's up? I'm here.
For real. But that's dope, man. And but yeah, I would say that there is a spiritual direction, or I should say, when you creating, there is something that's going on behind the scenes that you maybe not aware of, but you've been doing it for so long, it come natural to you. I think that at that point, you're able to grab things that aren't necessarily your comfort zone, but because you have the ability to write to whatever it is, like you don't have writer's block, you just go. I think that in itself just helps you be able to get whatever the material. I think Q would be able to contest to that because she, is a professional songwriter and she had to write on literally any beat that they gave her in the industry. Like they would give her like just as an exercise, like, hey, take this beat and go make a song, and in 30 minutes we'll be back. And so when you consistently writing and consistently exercising the ability to put those thoughts to page, you're gonna be undefeated against any
Man, I
beat.
got stacks of books like this, man. But I keep writing though. I don't even go in it. I just keep writing.
But I thought you write in your brain. I thought you
That's back in the days, man. I'm talking about back in the day, man.
Oh, okay,
now I write in my brain, man.
Okay.
That's why I stopped writing, because I got a bot out of it. It's crazy.
Right. For sure, man. Hey, let's waste no time and transition to the next song. This one is it'll be on YouTube. We'll be able to see like a screensaver, but this is just the audio. It won't be necessarily a video per se, but this is for a pro at this. You want to give us a little insight on that one?
So yeah, my engineer, right? My engineer's been my engineer since 2005. He gets a new piece of equipment. I come over, we'll do vocal test on it. And then in the middle of this vocal test, like he'll pick a beat and I'll just throw bars out. So same thing I write in my head too. So we'll throw these bars out. I always tell him, pick a beat from the 90s or something that's gonna make me work. I don't want a new beat. I'm automatically nicer than whatever they did, right? Or he started some new shit this time. He said, pick a number. So we went off of an old beat tape that he had, a CD. He said, pick a number. I picked the number, and this is the beat that came out that we were doing the test to. And I ended up saying, like, well, where it's going, we got to do a whole freestyle of this. So this is it.
Bet. Let's enjoy this, man. Let's take a listen to Pro at this.
Watch me. Yep. Feel like all my apps. I got the juice. Got it. I got the juice. Yeah. Miss. Who got more emotion than he do? Your bitch on my wave gon' need a speedo. My chip different like Chester Cheeto. Action packed in any habitat. Matter of fact, back to back craps and the fiend looking like Cactus Jack. Snap your fact back at the stove, sit down and bag the crack. Broken down and selling it whole. I'm still gon' have the stats. I'm well dressed in my black on black. At the strap. Both arms swinging, doing the cabbage patch. To get it right, I did a lot of wrong, but you should see into what I evolved. How I've grown on my own without a handout. Just be working and grinding, able to stand out. My rap name is my real name. Be careful how you mention me. Red got a century. I don't understand what the numbers for. They should have just said indefinitely. I got the recipe, the right swagger plus my energy. Unintentionally got these niggas becoming enemies. Now they going to a fly like we wasn't already. I'ma close this. Bitch called 48 times. I ain't noticed. If I'm honest, that's nonsense. I should stop it and stop it, part of my process, but I can't be a part of your problems. I don't have patience, I'm hardly a doctor. Blame it on Jason and I'll be your monster. Back talking to the plug again. We talking moving drugs again. Fuck it then. I was getting straight to that bag of shit was because of them. Monkey see is monkey do though. You know, no matter how you try to translate it, I'm numero uno. Birds flying out of the coop. Talking kudo. I'm getting shit done without a loophole. Ooh, they're like, move. Shit, that shit ain't swishing, baby, it's swoosh. 100 years in the trunk of this. There's 2 souls on the floor, I'm still tucking it. If need be, I'm upping it, it's what I'm up against. Ain't no consignment, we just try and flip and double it. Big money talking, these broke niggas keep whispering. I get to the order, it's cocaine in these Michelins. Couple armed robberies, really known for distributing. They label me a jack boy. Shoe fits, I'm wearing it. The truth is, I'm ruthless. Flow stupid, I'm arrogant. They telling me I got it. Whatever it is, mama, I'm wearing it. I'm serious about making it home, that's why I carry it. Want it. They say the gang said, move out the way. They said we don't play fair. It's fair game, they dropping dimes. I ain't got spare change. Hit him and whoever else with him. Listen, I can't aim. I feel like if he got what I gave him, I did the damn thing. Ain't nobody over here losing, sending the champagne. Mister. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Pro at this.
That give me a Mob Deep feeling, man. That shit dope.
And that's it's a mob beat. That was a mob beat. Right there.
Yeah, I know my man's Trip Black is if he catch this interview gonna be like, man, who is that?
Right,
because that's his vibe. Like his like he love that vibe of rap. So it's just a good friend of ours. So Yeah, man, that was dope, bro. Like I had already encouraged everybody to go to it to the YouTube. Is there anywhere we could check you out in other places like Spotify, Apple
Yeah, I'm on
Music,
Spotify. I'm on Apple. I'm on Pandora. I'm on everything. All platforms.
all platforms? Are just JGomes, right? On all platforms?
JGomes. That's it.
For sure,
Shit.
man. Add something to the playlist. He has a plethora of stuff. Actually, I'm gonna just go ahead and share the screen here, and just so you can see, like, you won't, I'm still building my catalog and my portfolio and getting stuff just out and just getting it available for y'all to see. But like, look, if y'all want to just comb through the catalog, it's there. Like, it's a lot of music that he has put out over the years. So definitely go to the page, as I mentioned, JGomes, as you see it here. Go, that's the emblem. And go to the page, man. Like, subscribe, find them on IG, lock them in on some of the stuff, on your Spotify playlist and stuff, because there's just a lot of music that he is putting out. And so I'm telling you, you're not gonna find something. You're gonna find something you rock with. For sure.
Appreciate that.
No doubt.
For sure. No, man. I definitely, like I say, it's authentic, right? And obviously you have a cultural influence on just like the type of rap style you have. East Coast oriented, I would say, just like the influence of just how you rap bleeds through, but it's certainly authentic. It doesn't sound like you sounding like anybody in particular. You know what I'm saying? You sound like who you intend to sound like, which is yourself.
Sound like a breath of hip hop, man. Like,
a breath of fresh air for organic, authentic hip hop, for sure.
Man,
for sure. And you mentioned your engineer on that one. I definitely, just to shout him out on being someone who listen. When I do listen to music, I listen with a different set of ears than I used to. I love what he's doing with your ad libs in the headphones. They're very distinct. Like, they, I'm saying, like, they complement the rap very well. And so, hopefully, he can receive that, because like, we as engineers, we understand the work that goes in behind the process of getting the mix done. And oftentimes it is something that's just
that
overlooked.
was supposed to be just a tester. It wasn't. When I told him I put it out, he was like, "You put it out. It's not mixed. It's like that was what I left with the studio that day."
Right. Because that's how we all feel all the time. Hey, man, it ain't ready yet.
Yeah.
It ain't ready yet.
Nah, you cuss me out. I've been cussed out numerous times. Like, he cussed me out. Like, you putting shit out and it's not even. I was releasing at such a high rate. Like, it's like, bro, I don't got time for that. Like,
that
you in artist mode, man.
But truthfully, that just means that he really care about the work he
this is one of the reasons why he's been my engineer this long. He's not the guy to be like, all right, you good? Like, he told me, go back and do that over. Like,
love that.
You know what I mean, so to the point where, as I had to become better as a recorder, to where I was like, I don't want to keep going back and doing it over. You know what I mean? So,
but the fact that y'all had that relationship is dope, because one, some engineers don't care. Like, I'm just kind of like, I don't care.
Want money.
Yeah, hey, this is what he want to do. So, but the fact that y'all built that relationship to where he like, come on, man, you can do better than that, man. Give me another take.
I think it was probably the second or third time recording with him, when he must have realized I was serious about what I was doing. This is back. I've been doing it since 2005. So since then, he was like, I was young. So he's like, go back and do that again. So since he did that, I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I mean? He's been my engineer since. I done went and did a bid, came back, still my engineer. Went and did another bid, he's still my engineer. Like,
that's what's up.
You know what I mean? I can't play with it.
No, that's what's up. It's good to hear. It's good to hear the other people in the same field of engineering have that passion for their artists and for their sound, because ultimately that's his stamp. That's his way to showcase his art as well. So when he get upset about it, it's not personal, man. It's just hey, this is my work. It's like you as a painter, like someone.
Granted, listen, nothing I put out, it was bad sound. That's the thing. But he's just, in his mind, it's like, because I got people who still be like, "Oh, where you recorded this at?" And it's not because it sounds bad.
Truthfully, from that particular song, a lot of times us engineers who may want to try to touch it, but that song with the Mob Deep style feel do it's good sounding raw. Like it's good sound, it's not extremely raw. Like there's plugins and stuff on there. I can tell that it's processed, but it's not like fine tune. Like what we as engineers, what we do when we go behind closed doors and as the squad, when we break down the mix, like we be doing surgery on tracks.
Put you like this. That song is on all platforms. Now you're supposed to be on all platforms. It's clear to be on all platforms. It's not sample. That's the Mob's beat. You know what I mean? But it's clear it's on all platforms. But it wasn't supposed to be there. So it wasn't supposed to be released. You know what I mean? This was something for me to go do. I think he had just got a new some new interface. So we were just testing the sound. That's it.
That's a good thing about having good hardware.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, that and for sure, man. Offline, when we get off of this, man, I'm gonna try to get some info from him, man. Maybe we can touch base with him and potentially get him on here and chop it up with him, because I'm sure we'll have even more to talk about, because he do the engineering, and that's we be knee deep in that engineering stuff, man.
Okay, yeah, definitely a good dude. Very aware of what's going on culturally. You know what I mean? Sonically, he's that guy, man. Cool, humble dude.
Man, love it. I love connecting with each other. I love connecting with people who kind of, when you are an artist, man, or like at least me, new to kind of getting in the field of being around people who have minds as artists. It's just refreshing to get around people who kind of process things the same way, who kind of see things like we may not, we don't know each other's political views, but I can tell you that we have a lot in common just off of how you think, how you process information, how you create. It says a lot. So, man, I'm just happy to be able to, be here and talk to you and touch bases with you. I wanted to ask you, though, about just the music industry and just you being experienced in it for a long time. I know we had our last guest last week who's been in it since he was 16. Just kind of share from what you saw it as back when you first started and how things were then compared to like where things are now, and what advice would you give to the younger you in this space today?
So I always tell people, right? So when I was younger, every rhyme I wrote, I used to, in my mind, it'd be like, Hove is gonna sign me, or I'm gonna sign to this verse is this, right? And then I became, rest in peace, Fred the Godson's my man. I'm cool with Graph. These guys is my guys. Eh? Frenchie, we sat in the club. I had a year. I had a good year in the streets, right? And I'm listening to them, and they tell me that they you just signed for $100,000. You signed for $100,000. 200 grand on sneakers, right? So at that point, I said, I'm no longer writing to try to get on no more. I'm writing this because it's what I do. So we go back to playing ball in the Y, right? We said earlier, rap is what I do. Once I said to myself, I'm no longer writing for the purpose of getting on, and I'm creating music because it's what I do. It became more effortlessly, right? So it became easier to me. Like, this is second nature. I wasn't writing for trying to get some type of recognition or trying to get somewhere. The industry is not, they're making people famous. They're not necessarily making you rich. And I'm not really one to try to be famous. I'd rather be rich. So at the end of the day, if you can't do for me what I'm not doing for myself, it's more or less, I'm gonna go do for myself. So I got more comfortable with creating music. I wasn't coming here with trying to get this song, because at the end of the day too, right? We all did it. We all created some dope shit, and now we sat in the studio like these niggas was gonna walk in the studio and listen to it. It wasn't. We didn't know at the time. We didn't know we had to go push the song, right? So, a lot of things were exposed. You know what I mean? Once I gained more traction in life, let's say. So then when COVID happened, right? It slowed down. It slowed down the industry, and the independent artists caught up, and it showed direct, because they had no shows. So once they had no shows, they're on the same playing field as us. You might walk into a Lowe's and catch an artist in there at Lowe's working. Like, real talk. You might have just seen him on IG flexing, but he's working in Lowe's. I'm not gonna say no names, but the industry. What I've learned is the industry is not something so big, out of touch, out of reach. It's not. They're regular people just like us, right? And like we went earlier, we talked about the being where you're from, and the dictionary doesn't change depending on what plateau you on. It's all the same. So at the end of the day, I just told myself to stick to what you're doing, just because what you doing, and I've written for industry. They know who they are. I've written for the industry. If you pay attention now, if you listen to my sound, you'll find it. You'll hear it. Like little talk. I've written for them. To me, it's a sport. I'm a competitor. It's a sport for me. So, at the end of the day, It's like I want to. I want to win a 3-point contest. I want to win a dunk contest. I want to win all of this, right? But don't look at the industry as the main goal. Like it can't be, because a lot of dudes that's blackballed from the industry, but they still writing for the industry, and I don't understand. I ain't never understand that. How you won't sign them, but you want them to write
You
for your
want his
artists.
words.
It's crazy to me, right? Thank God I'm not blackballed, but I'm just saying I watched it, I witnessed it happen. So
Yeah.
I came to the point now where I'm at is like the industry is not this big machine that's out of reach. It's not. They're not really. The artists is not. The artists are kind of it's almost like not to say because I don't want to say certain things and then end up blackballed, right? But
Right.
I feel like you guys know where I'm saying and know where I'm going at. Like stay focused on your craft. Stay focused on what you're doing and you'll get there. Like it's not
Yeah, like it done flipped on his head to the point now where back maybe like he was saying 05, like that's like when I was like first, like I had graduated around that time, right? Like I'm not even 20 yet type shit. And around that time, if you get a deal, they was gonna be able to push you through the machine. Now, like they could go into a Pepe's in the middle of nowhere and find you singing and be like, oh, that's the talent we want to sign. They're not searching like that no more. They gonna go online like we do and see who pulling numbers,
right.
and then reach out to you after the fact you've already put in the work.
And it's like, why after I did it, why would I give you a part of it? It don't make sense to me.
Right.
Not me. I'm a hustler. I know how to take nothing and make it into something. So why,
Right.
if I've already did it, if I did the footwork, why give you a piece of it?
Like
That's
we
that's
literally
my
giving them alley oops, like literally layups,
right.
because it's like all they got to do is find that they putting them numbers, so we can just offer them a contract where we can continue to X mount their numbers. Like we can 4X your numbers.
Dudes out there and female ladies and gentlemen out there that's dope as fuck. That don't do. I know niggas who don't have social media, but they super dope. So they're not gonna have those numbers. So
Correct.
so you telling me they don't have opportunity because they don't have social media following?
And that's pretty much what the world is current. Because look, I just created all of my socials, like for the fact of putting this stuff out. I wasn't on social media. Like I don't do like, bro, I got 5 kids. You know what I'm saying? Like married and stuff. Like CASHATHAND is a business that I operate and run. Like that's not my name. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just made this stuff to be able to make content to get people to know who I am, because that's the way to get people to hear you.
Right.
It was specifically for marketing. Like it wasn't because I want to be social. Like my social meter be real. Like after the hour we spend, I'm gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? Like
I hear you. Now I listen, I agree with you. I respect it, because it's not. If you look back 3 years ago on my social media, it wasn't what it was now. How you knew I was working on music was a whole different clip. You know what I mean? But I understood that I had to do it for this. What I had to do for my career. But yeah,
I would say it is also the parallel of that is good. I don't want to make it all bad, because it is good to be able to, hey, I heard about this person, JGomes from qthemuziq, and now all I got to do is go to YouTube, type in your name, and find you. And now I done heard your catalog. You know what I'm saying? It's like now I had an opportunity to actually hear this dope artist that I would have never came across if it wasn't for the internet. So I don't want to make it seem like it's all bad. And if you young, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You know what I mean? Like this is the platform you have. This is the court that you're on.
I don't think we wasn't saying the social media is bad. It's how the industry looks at it. Yeah. So social media is not. I mean, it's not the great. I don't agree with it 100%. But
right.
I rather see it live, man.
Right.
You gotta get out there and touch the people.
But the fact of the matter is, like, just somebody dope who don't have social media.
Right.
Let's say about the kid, like, okay, let's say the kid who's rapping, who's 13. Let's say he's 13 and he's rapping and he's nice, or he's singing, he's super nice, and his family can't afford to give him a phone, so he don't have a phone, so he don't have social media. How do you know about him?
Exactly.
He was telling me he can't get on because he don't have a phone. That's what it comes down to. He can't get on because he don't have a phone. And he don't have a phone. He don't have social media. He don't have a following. It's crazy.
And that is the crazy part, because in past time, they would actually go and find the talent.
Right.
And now you don't research and development. They ain't got to be like they used to go on the road from bar to bar looking for talent. They don't. That's a waste of time to them. A waste of resources. I would say.
Social media's doing that. Social media's doing that.
Right.
That you know what I mean?
You don't have budget for gassing up the van and traveling from state to state and finding local talent.
I could just click.
Right. Right.
So it is an unfortunate truth that you bring up, that because that child don't have the resources to have a following, they may not eventually get discovered just because they don't be online.
And like we said earlier, it's like basketball camp. Nobody's investing in them. They're not buying them the sneakers. They're not buying them. You know what I mean? They're not. So he's lost, and it's fucked up. Like that's a bad situation to be in. To know you have a talent and to know, like I said, I was writing and I was like, I know I'm gonna get signed. But imagine if you really know it. Like I'm better than such and such, or I have the sound but I just don't have the resources for them to hear me. It's crazy. Like it's heartbreaking.
Yeah, and I mean to some degree, it's what we all have to just fight through to some degree. Like the Mix Squad as a unit right now is in, like we trying to fight through the algorithm as we speak, because we know we got dope mixes, we know we got dope music, we know we got dope videos, we know we got a way to, a platform where if you go to our website and join the squad, there's videos that actually teach you the skills of engineering from the ground, from step 1 to advanced. But unless there is unless there's a port or an investment into our marketing or an investment into how many reaches we get or impressions we get, it's going to be whatever the algorithm dictate to us. So you got to fight through it.
We talk about that often, but not necessarily. Not necessarily. It's just some things you got to have to learn. Not necessarily. Don't look at it like that. That's different. But there's a way. There's a way.
Hey, we gonna chop it up.
Yeah.
We're gonna chop it up.
There's a will, there's a
meantime, that's a good transition to Fight of My Life. This is a video. Let's give us a little bit of insight on that one, bro.
So Fight of My Life was the intro. I was telling you that I was looking for my intro beat when I did No Killers. Fight of My Life was the intro for side 3. People always commend me on my intros, and so I've always been able to, let's say, if I know I'm gonna do 7 songs, I'm backwards for some reason. I'll beat shop. I'll find 7 beats. I'll know what these 7 beats where I'm gonna go with them. I'll record them, and I know the order of them. I don't have to do 25 songs to get 7 for whatever reason. This particular project, I ended up finding my intro beat last for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't remember exactly why, but I know I didn't have the perfect intro beat until last. When I did it, I found it. I wrote it that night and recorded it in the morning. And this was it, Fight of My Life.
All right, let's take a look and listen. Fight of My Life.
Yeah. Yep. Side 3. I made it personal. Mister. Yeah. Let's have a race to the top. Let's have a race. But the losers gotta jump. My shooter in the cut, act stupid if you want. I do this shit for fun, they knew I'd be the one. I'm the slickest. How slick? She used to be a nun. As soon as we begun, it was over for all the rest. Just get it off your chest, I'm not impressed. I lay him down to rest. I'm done warning him. I'm about to hop in the Chevy and transform with him. What the fuck is wrong with him? I don't know. That's the question they all ask. I'm just like this. I write just how my real life is. I've been a goon. I turned 21 with the lifeless. I might just re-up and flood the town like I used to. I moved through the city. They assume cause I'm pretty that it won't happen. Fact is I'm gooned up and gritty. Ski mask, a bare faced, I'm getting it done. Double parked in the hood with a brick in the trunk. There was a time I told my celly not to get off his bunk, but he did. I bet you he's still feeling the lumps. I got sentenced and my whole team was still free. Orange jumpsuit, white Reeboks, I was still me. Shorty brought them things in so I could still eat. I set it up, I had a pipeline, the homies was good. A couple was hating, lame. Guess because I did what they should. I ain't want to be the man, I just did what I could. But they misunderstood my intentions and my progression has caused me to close all doors with no acceptance. I see pretenders on the sidelines cheering. They really want me to lose. Come on, nigga, walk in my shoes. I'm coherent to the snakes, fake niggas and lousy frauds. If I push the button, the strip turn into Mardi Gras. Bunch of weird niggas masked up, leaving you topless. Stop it, you niggas just be horsing around. Distant round of bosses, I could put your boss in the ground. No leg shots, he ain't gonna be walking around. I'm the talk of the town, bitches like me, but niggas hate. I demonstrate how to get all the tools for real estate. Nigga, wait, let me take you to eat, no dinner date. Bunch of carrots in the face of my watch like a dinner plate. I've been a great, I ain't talking too fast, you just listen late. Big mistake, you can't apply pressure on what don't bend a break. My grandparents used to argue, they battle like kid and play. Granddad was slick, he say some shit that his mammy say. Wish that they was here today, just to see how I'm crushing shit. Nobody from my state made it, that's what I'm up against.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fight for my life. Get back to how we was looking. There we go.
Yeah, I love that, man. That's, man, I'm telling you, a fresher breath air. Tell me.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I got a couple of guests, but we're gonna talk about that on the other flip side.
No, man, I you know, like you definitely have that flow down, dog. I clearly it's undeniable that you've battled before. Type the way that you rap. You can, if you know anything about rap, you can know like the way that you rap stem from some type of battle rap environment.
So I started when I started battling, but I used to battle. One of my men stopped me at one point, and I haven't battled in some years. But you know, that's why I came from that.
Definitely,
Cypher. I came from the
shows.
Cypher.
There you go.
This, you know what I mean? I came from the Cypher. We, you know, literally was at the lunch table. I was in the lunch table. You know what I mean? I was there.
Yeah, that was me too, man.
I was there too. I just was listening.
That's how you know. That's how you know.
But that's how, because I was always enamored, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, mesmerized by cats that would just battle off the top of their head and like carry it on all lunch. And I just be like, bro, like I just always thought that was amazing. Like to me personally.
So I read something that said, the people who like okay, so that person who always listened, because they said they find there's an intelligence there. So you know what I mean, and I don't know if it's in all rappers that add intelligence, because I listen to a lot of rappers and that. But
no. When it comes down to like freestyle off the top type of rappers, like there is an intellect that has to be there. That don't mean to carry on into like your personal life, but like, but
that's a fact.
But there is a level of genius that is happening in front of your face to be able to get all of that information and then articulate it at that very moment in a certain rhythm. Like a lot that go into, like, we take it for granted because we see so many people do it, but there is a real like gift to doing that.
Now you're right. Over the years, I had to tell people, like, think that this is a bunch of fun we're having in the studio, and it's like, this is a job. I look at it as a job. It's like, I smoke cigars. I don't smoke weed. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, so it's not like I'm going to another round. Like, this is just natural. This is what I do. We're not in here. It's not a party. You know what I'm saying? And once you take it serious, it all that other bullshit, you cut all the fat of it out, then, you know what I mean, the focus will show. You know what I mean? So they'll be able to see, like, okay, he's doing this for real. You know what I mean? And even as far as bar selection, bar placement, the rhythm that you're gonna flow on the beat is all of that takes is syllables. You know what I mean? So it's what you're learning in school. It's still there. It's just you're applying it to something else.
And I agree. It just take me to have to actually write it. That's the difference. I'm not doing that on like on no spot, on no fly. There ain't none of that happening. But like I could achieve it. you gonna hear plenty of songs. I'm gonna send you a track when we done. That's more of that type of style that like I killed it, but I ain't freestyle that bug at all. Like,
I ain't trying to be the man. I'm just trying to do what I should.
Right? Nah, listen. So everybody don't gotta be.
No, but I just found it. You know, I always have found it mesmerizing. Just like I just enjoy watching people be able to do it. You know, sometimes it's like how I'm not gonna say names, but there's certain coaches that watch sports and feel the same way that because they can't do it.
Right.
Like watching LeBron, like even me, like I can't dunk. Like I'm 5'9", bro. Like I barely touch the rim. But I'm enamored because it's like, you know, yeah, I've always felt like I would know exactly how I would feel when I yammed on somebody, but I ain't never yammed on nobody.
Except for if you lower the court, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, there's a level of admiration is what I'm saying that comes with something that you can either one or two things. You either going to admire it or you going to hate. Right. Whenever there's anything that you know yourself can't do yet or struggle with, you either going to admire that other people have that gift, or it could be your innate nature to just hate on it. I like to just admire things that people do that I know that I'm not gifted.
That's the competitor in me. Like, I'm not going to hate on no artist, right? I haven't hated on no artist. Now, if you trash, you trash. You know you trash. Right?
You trash, bro.
But if I come across an artist that's dope, I'm gonna give you your flowers. But when I'm gonna give you your flowers, I might pull you in and whisper. Now I'm gonna go smoke something and watch this, because that's the competitor in me. I'd rather see you do something to make me want to go in. You know what I mean?
Like yes, like so when I listen to some of your stuff, it put me in that space of like I want to make something dope. Like, and that means that you are dope yourself. Like if you was, you know, like you say, if you trash, you trash. When I listen to people that like, if I get somebody send me something like, hey, listen to this, and I hear it and it's just really not my cup of tea and I really don't like it, it's not gonna motivate me to do nothing. Like, but if I get somebody, man, you know, check JGomes out, and I hear it and I'm like, oh, he nice. It's gonna put me in a state of mind to want to make some good music too.
And it should. It's, you know what I mean? Especially like if you're an artist and you're a competitor, like I said, I'm not here to hate on nobody, because there's somebody somewhere that's okay. That's looking at me the same way I'm looking at them. You know what I mean? Bottom line.
Yeah, that's but again, it's about self-awareness, right? Like some people are just not self-aware at all. That what they putting out is just subpar. You know what I mean? It's just we hear it, we've all seen it. Like we don't have to like name names or anything, but like at the end of the day, there are plenty of people who we would consider on right now that I'm like, damn, you a plant, you this is like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why you getting put out there like you somebody right now. So that's a part of the machine too. You know that they pushing with what they want to push.
Right. The look,
yeah. The lifestyle, the look,
what they're willing to accept.
Absolutely. So, man, we got Killers and Robbers is the only one that we haven't heard. Let's get a little insight on that one while I pull that one up.
So, Killers and Robbers is one of them things that I had the beat to. I wrote around and I just, if you write in your head, you know how it go. I just kept mumbling a bounce. And it came to me, and I went in the studio, and I bar for bar, every 4 or 6 bars, I jumped in and just did it. And it's not, it has a bounce to it. It's a fun song, you know what I mean? I'm getting ready to shoot the visual to it. So when the visual is it's actually gonna come out in I'm shooting 5 songs in one, like a mini film.
That's what's
so
up.
It's not gonna be as much rapping in the camera. It's gonna have a storyline to it. And when we get to this part of the story, it's going to be her perception of looking at what I do in my day-to-day, almost.
That's dope. That's dope. Let's take a listen. We can take a look at the visual. It's just a screenshot, but let's take a look and listen to Killers and Robbers.
What? Yep. Watch me.
Benny, that go hard. You crazy.
I'm in the mix with the Killers and Robbers. Look, she know her niggas are shadow. I made a living off flipping narcotics. I want my name bigger than Papa's. I'm talking slick like I got it. I promise you won't find no nigga that's hotter. I'm handsome and look like I'm dancing when I spend them grams, but I spend them like that so they lock up. Let me be honest, I'm gon' get $1. Repeat the process till it's commas. I got a way with me, mama gon' pray for me, but I know there ain't no saving me. This ain't no regular stepping. I step out in every direction, can never be second. I could get reckless, flexing. You niggas never be pressured. She digging me, literally feeling me. Mr. B, never mind, I should just stop it. Nonsense, girl, your head big and you chop it. I like how you move when you move. I be watching the problem. This type of shit usually toxic. You nasty, girl, I'ma chew you like a monster. Watch me, I'm damn near cool as my father. Let's shot ya. I could do you to Miana and watch ya. Make that thing shake like maraca. You juicy and your shit be tasting like agua. Be honest, you gon' let me name your vagina. I'm in the mix with the killers and robbers, but she know her niggas is shot. Don't trip when I'm stopping. Look, bitch, I've been popping. You turn your fiction into gossip. I'm splashing. I'm over here sitting in private. To whoever is asking, I'm just hitting hotter. The object is triple the star. Marksman, I gotta hit every target. God said, you gon' get rid of these charges. Walking, come get a whiff of me, and I mean literally. Come sniff on me like I got it wrapped in the yoke again. Open the door, hold that shit while I'm going in. I'm in the mix with the killers and robbers. Look, she know her niggas a shadow. I made a living off flipping narcotics. I want my name bigger than Papa's. I'm talking slick like I got it. I promise you won't find no nigga that's hotter. I'm handsome and look like I'm dancing when I spend them grams, but I spend them like that so they lock up.
Killers and robbers. Yeah, definitely.
Do a remix with Gucci.
You said what?
Well, who?
Do a remix with the old Gucci, not this Gucci, the old one.
The old Gucci.
The big old gut Gucci. But that shit was dope, man. I liked how you switched it up on that one.
There's a lot. I got a lot of joints that we feel like I said, like you got it's whatever the beat tell you to go. The beat tell you to go. You know what I'm saying?
So
yeah, if it's like my cohorts know that's literally my vibe, man. I am I'm all over the place. Like I love music, I love arrangements, and wherever that take me is where I'm gonna attempt to take it. Like I may not even release that joint. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I will make attempts at things that I'm trying out, and I won't even like it at the end. Like for real. Like I'll be like, man, I'm feeling this type of vibe.
Those be the ones that though people be like, hold up, that's it.
Right.
Like, no, this ain't it, dog. Like that's how I be feeling like, nah, man, this ain't what. I'm very cross genre. Like I just like music, bro. And I don't like to hold people down to like you gotta do this type of music or so, you know, I try to step out that box, but certainly I hear you have a voice for it all. You know what I'm saying? You have a voice to be able to tap into whatever that beat is. Like I feel like Q can give you one of her beats and you can go ham.
Anything. I'm not boxed in. I refuse to be boxed in. So you throw something up. I'm gonna cook it. It don't. As soon as I catch that first step, once the jab step is out the way, I catch the first step. I'm cooking it. After that.
Man, so we don't reference basketball a lot, man, and we toward the end of the interview, but I just want to know, just because I'm a huge sports fan myself, who you be rooting for in professional sports, man?
That's man. So basketball, NBA, I've been a Miami fan since morning, man. Since you know what I mean?
I can't be mad, even though we done got bounced out the play-in game like 3 straight years over here with the Bulls. It's okay. I ain't mad at you though. It's carry on.
Football Giants. That's it.
I can't be mad at you because they ain't doing nothing right now.
That's it.
I'm saying, what you trying to like the Giants? What they gonna do next Thursday, man? They try. You know what I'm saying? Are you a Shador guy? Or are you like, no, go ahead and get like the best player in the draft? Like what? You know, like how you feeling?
I just know the Giants be always rebuilding. That's what I say.
Oh man, you're right.
Since so like I said, when I'm in creation process, right? I don't listen to music. I don't watch TV neither. So oddly, I've been in creation. I've been in this zone for the last couple of years. I haven't followed sports, and I haven't followed nothing closely in the last couple of years. But those are my teams when I'm full fledged in sports mode. Like those are my teams. But nah, I don't want to put a current event in a song that I may not release for 10 months, and then now it becomes that song is dated. So I don't watch that. I was like 3 weeks late knowing we had a new president. My man told me. Yeah. Not real talk. When I'm tapped in, I'm tapped in. I'm all
I
the way in
feel
that
you.
zone.
Now that's what's up though. That's something that I think everybody, but especially those who are younger who like have an issue with unplugging to take from this is that like it is best at times, not necessarily all the time.
It's good food for the brain, man.
It's best at times to just unplug and like really lock in to whatever you're trying to do. Now, you know, you may not have a social media manager yet. You may not be able to like drop a bunch of content that particular week, but the focus that you give, whatever you focusing on, that album, that project, that song will be a lot more focused on that.
That's been
you can sacrifice not dropping for a week. You can sacrifice not putting content out for a week for the end result of a project that's going to be, you know, last a lifetime.
Right. Listen, it's been my method for a while, for some years now. For some years, it's been my method not to. I don't want to taint it. I want to organically make timeless music. You know what I mean? So you think Fight of My Life, y'all just hearing it, but Fight of My Life I recorded almost 5 years ago now. You know what I'm saying? The video came later, but Fight of My Life is over 5 years ago now.
I get it. You talking to artists, we get it. Like that's stuff that's like I made 3 years ago. That's just like, so why, you know, so when you gonna put that out, Cash?
But I had one of my dopest songs that I like. I couldn't wait to perform this shit on stage, and I ended up recording it and then ended up going in for my bed. And I came home and I was like, to release it now is crazy because the line that I had in it dates it. You're gonna know. There's no way around it. I couldn't recreate the lines. I couldn't recreate the energy. So it's like I'm not putting current events in music unless I'm dropping something right here, right now. Like, I'm not doing it.
Man, that's dope, man. This has been a dope time to
I
spend it with
appreciate
you,
y'all
bro.
having me, definitely.
No, man, I definitely would love to just, you know, connect more often outside of necessarily doing the interview and stuff, just to stay in touch, brother. I like your energy. I fucks with it for real, man. Audio Manipulator, you got anything for our guests before we let the public know where we can?
Thank you for the fresh air, man.
Listen, I'm gonna link. We gonna link. We gonna put some work together. All of us. I fuck with y'all. You know what I mean? I got the right temperature for me.
That's what's up. That's what's
Catch
up,
me
man.
before I retire.
And I
let the people know.
When she told you, when she hit me for the interview, I'm like, well, where I gotta pull up? I'm not. I pull up. Like, I'm not too far.
One day, brother. One day.
Yeah, for real. One day, right now, like, see, he over in Oakland. I'm over here in Illinois. You got qthemuziq in South Carolina, so we kind of all over. So we ain't pulling up nowhere right now.
We're gonna pull up somewhere. We're gonna make it happen. But nah, definitely gonna link. I'm sending, you know what I mean, all info we can link outside of this, but definitely.
For sure, man. Let the people know just in general where you would like for them to reach out to you if they are looking to reach out to you. Is it Instagram? Is it Facebook? Is it YouTube?
If you're reaching out, anywhere you're reaching out is JGomes, the letter J, G-O-M-E-S. If it's Instagram, it's Mr. JGomes, M-I-S-T-E-R. You gotta spell the whole word. That's what I deserve. All right?
Facts. All right, well, we gonna go ahead and end this stream. JGomes, sit tight if you can, brother.
Absolutely.
And I bet. And then we gonna see y'all on Thursday for Taking Thursday Back, as we do one Thursday at a time when we do live mixing and tutorials on engineering related information. All right, y'all, we out.
Did it again, Alex. Give me more. Okay, cash at hand. That's the motto, that's the plan. Got a whole lot of loot. Check my status, that's the brand. Boy, stop playing. Money so long, broke them rubber bands in the jam. I'll be damned if I fuck with Uncle Sam. I'll be spazzing on the beat. I go thermal on them niggas. I'm absorbing all the heat. Oh, salty ass niggas be thinking that it's sweet. Oh, dusty ass niggas in the presence of the league. Salute. Yeah, we looking for recruits. Join the squad, get you open, corner 3, 2, 1, shoot. Don't be scared, come prepared, and we keep you in the loop. Get you squared and prepared, and we accept you as a troop.